Ever wondered what's behind a call sign and how you can use it to unlock valuable information on frequency privileges? Stay with us because in this explainer, you're going to become an expert in navigating the FCC's database all in just a few simple steps. Welcome to the explainer. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate tool for navigating the public airwaves by decoding FCC call signs and utilizing the universal licensing system. Whether you're an amateur radio hobbyist trying to identify a distant station, an aviation enthusiast tracking a tail number, or a professional coordinating emergency responses, knowing how to perform a proper lookup is an absolutely essential skill. By sticking with this explainer, you'll become an expert in navigating the FCC's database and uncovering the public records attached to these unique identifiers. Let's get into it.
Okay, here's our roadmap for today. 1. Anatomy of a call sign. 2. Why look up a license. 3. Step-by-step ULS search. 4. Decoding your search results. 5. Third-party tools and apps. And finally, 6. Pro tips and troubleshooting.
Section 1. Anatomy of a call sign, tracing the origins and structure of radio identification. You know, it's actually fascinating to see how call signs evolved over time. They didn't just appear out of nowhere, right? They began way back in the 19th century when railroad telegraphs adopted simple two-letter identifiers just to save time on a shared wire. Think about 1901 when Marconi famously sent a single-character Morse code S across the Atlantic. Incredible. But by 1912, as the airwaves got more and more crowded, an international standard was adopted requiring an ITU country prefix to identify a nation. And that brings us to today, where we're in this highly regulated modern era of digital databases and sequential alphanumeric assignments. So when you see a call sign, you're actually looking at a highly structured geographic and regulatory code. It's kind of like a puzzle. First, there's the ITU prefix, typically 1 or 2 letters identifying the country. In the US, you'll usually see K, N, or W. And as a fun geographical mapping note, broadcast stations east of the Mississippi typically use W, while those out west use K. Next up is the geographic numeral, which is a digit from 0 to 9, denoting the region. And finally, we have the suffix, which is 1 to 3 letters indicating the operator's class. For instance, Group A, representing the highest amateur extra class, gets compact formats like 1x2. Group C, for general and technician classes, uses a standard 1x3 structure.
Now, a really crucial point here is not to confuse an operational station call sign with an FCC equipment ID. Lay audiences mix these up all the time. An FCC ID is managed by the Office of Engineering and Technology, and it simply certifies that a piece of hardware meets technical emission standards before it's imported or sold. A stational call sign, on the exact other hand, legally authorizes a person or entity to actually transmit over the public airwaves. Totally different things.
Section 2. Why look up a license? The practical applications of verifying airwave credentials. Picture this, a severe storm knocks out local communications, and amateur radio operators step in to coordinate emergency responses. In that critical moment, looking up a license allows net control to instantly verify a volunteer's location and privileges, ensuring secure and legal communication. It creates a universal system that eliminates confusion during emergencies. But hey, it's just as vital for everyday hobbies too. Whether you're an event coordinator, checking credentials for a local club roster, or you're just having an on-air conversation, what hams call a QSO, a quick lookup guarantees you know exactly who is operating on the other end of that radio. Section 3, Step-by-Step ULS Search, navigating the FCC's Universal Licensing System. All right, this is your exact click-by-click playbook for retrieving a public license record directly from the source. The FCC's Universal Licensing System, or ULS, is the absolute gold standard here. First, connect to the ULS portal via the official FCC website. Navigate straight over to the License Search section, then select the By Call Sign parameter from the drop-down menu. Input your exact alphanumeric sequence, say K1JT, and just hit that search button. According to the FCC's technical documentation, once your search results load up, you just click the underlined call sign link to view the full license. From there, you have a License Options drop-down menu that lets you access additional information, like special conditions or associated applications. It's a pretty utilitarian interface, sure, but it is incredibly powerful once you know where to click. Section 4. Decoding your search results, translating database fields into real-world meaning. So this table maps those bureaucratic terms directly to their practical meanings, empowering you to quickly assess someone's operating credentials right at a glance. You'll see the FRN, or FCC registration number. That's a unique 10-digit identifier for the actual person or entity. The radio service code tells you if they're operating amateur, land mobile, or aviation spectrum. You'll definitely want to check the license status to see if it's active or expired. And of course, there's the operator class, which dictates exactly which frequency privileges the user has earned the right to transmit on. One quick thing to keep in mind, though. If you just passed your exam, you might not see your name immediately due to administrative latency. Volunteer examiner coordinators, or VECs, need a little time to upload exam results to the FCC. Now, if you use an automated VEC team, they can process this in a matter of minutes or hours. But otherwise, just be patient. The system will update for sure.
Section 5, Third-Party Tools and Apps. Beyond the FCC, exploring community-driven databases.
Now, the FCC database is your ultimate source for strict legal verification. If you need to know the absolute truth in the eyes of the law, you go to the ULS. However, whereas the government sticks to the bare legal facts, sites like QRZ.com are fantastic for the social connections side of the hobby. They offer operator bios, photos, and QSL routing information that you just won't find on the government site.
Depending on your specific field, whether that's commercial broadcast, public safety, or international amateur radio, there is a tailored database designed to streamline your search. QRZ.com is a giant for hams, appending Maidenhead grid squares and rich profiles right to the daily FCC data dumps. If you're into broadcast radio, FCC.org is amazing. It actually maps 360-point signal service contours over an interactive GIS interface. It's super cool. For land mobile radio, like municipal or business bands, Radio Reference cross-references call signs directly with active trunked radio systems. And if you are entirely off the grid, tools like the KD8 DVR offline lookup app allow you to query a downloaded database without an internet connection at all. Section 6. Pro Tips and Troubleshooting. Mastering advanced database queries and respecting privacy. Okay, here's a real pro tip. If you're struggling to find a hyphenated name or an apostrophe in the ULS, use the % symbol. The database can have inconsistent entries due to historical system limitations, like storing O'Brien as O space Brian. So searching $BRIEN will effortlessly pull up all variations of O'Brien, bypassing spaces or apostrophes completely. It basically acts as an SQL wildcard. It's a total game changer if you're stuck. By peeling back the layers of the ULS Advanced Search, you can build geographic license lists for your town or refresh your local club's roster with incredible precision. For example, you can search by an exact FRN to find every call sign tied to one entity. You can narrow by zip code to see who's licensed right in your neighborhood. You can even filter out canceled licenses. Oh, and a crucial tip on exclusions. If you're looking for a vanity call sign starting with AM through AZ or ending in FEMA, you're not going to find it. Those are restricted by the ITU and Federal Emergency Management, respectively.
Just as a brief but very important disclaimer, while this information is publicly available to ensure compliance on public airwaves, it is absolutely crucial to always respect privacy regulations. The public is legally entitled to know who is transmitting over shared spectrum, but you must always use this powerful data responsibly and in compliance with current laws.
The airwaves are buzzing with activity, just waiting to be identified. Think about all the invisible communications happening right over your head right now, from commercial airliners to emergency responders to amateur operators connecting across the globe. Take this knowledge, explore the database, and uncover that hidden world. With millions of active licenses out there, whose call sign will you look up first?